Hey guys, so it's Lacquer Lockdown here, and today I have another review of more nail art stampers for you guys. This time from a company called Chelle Stamp. It's run by, I think, a good friend of mine, a local buddy called Chelle, and her company's like very new. I've had her stampers for a while, but she didn't actually have a company name or a formal website to purchase her products from until just very recently, so that's why I held off on reviewing. But today I'm going to show you everything she's got. So before I get into it, as usual, just so you know, the video review is linked to a blog post that has tons of information and swatches and measurements, so please go check it out. It's always in conjunction with the video, so they're both showing you different things, so definitely check it out. And with that said, let's get started. So you might be wondering what this plastic tin is, because she certainly doesn't sell the products in this tin, but this is one of my storage tins for my stampers. And because I purchased so many of her stampers, this isn't even all of them, I end up just putting them into a special tin so that they don't get smashed. That's pretty important for her stampers because they are a special kind of stamper called, the one that I'm the most obsessed with, as you guys know, the Marshmallow Stamper. And they get damaged very easily. Not Chelle stampers in particular, but just Marshmallow stampers, because they're softer and a little bit more delicate and just require a little bit more care with the sort. So that's why I have them in their own isolated tin like this. These also don't come with the stamper, but I put them in here because I needed the two holders to show you the rectangular heads. So that's why they're hanging out in here. And then these are just multiple duplicates of the stampers themselves that I'm going to be talking about. Well, some of the stampers. So let's get started. So Chelle's company pretty much specializes in the Marshmallow Stamper. These are actually, I'm going to do a review of them later, but just the FYI, so you know, these are commensurate with the new Moyu London stampers. I mean, the consistency, they're very, very soft and very, very sticky. Personally speaking, and I'm going to show you some comparisons later, but these are the equivalent of Ultimate Marshmallows. They're very, very soft, and Chelle's company offers the heads in two varieties. I'm just going to zoom a touch. In two varieties, either the white colorway or the clear-ish, they're not really clear, but the semi-opaque colorway. And I don't have a round head to show you. This is a 2.5 centimeter head, but I do believe she also sells the semi-opaque colorway in the white as well, but she offers that across the rectangular stampers, the round stampers. Here's the white of the rectangular one. And then she also offers, yes, and this is the one that I'm the most excited to share with you, although let's be honest, I'm pretty excited to share everything that she has with you. The jumbo size, or what I like to call these heads, are XXLs, right? Because we know these as the XL hampers, XL stampers that fit in the traditional black holders, right? And so the next size up is the XXL. That's how I like to think about it. I'm tired of saying the CS stamper, because they're not CS stampers. They're actually a lot better than CS stampers. So I'm not going to call them that anymore. And I know everybody's going to compare them to that, and I will compare them to that too, but they're not. They're awesome in a totally different way. So you can see my fingers sticking to these so well just from touching them up here. All of these are Marshmallow stampers. The XXL size stamper comes with its own holder. By the way, this is a 4.5 centimeter head, so you can also call it that. If you don't feel comfortable with the XXL, you can call it the 4.5 centimeter head. But it also comes with its own holder. It's not branded, but it comes in shrink wrap, and you can put it in there and push the holder. So these are all the stampers that Chelle Stamp offers right now. and I love them all equally. The pickup is bar none, especially for this stamper. I think a lot of people are going to be so excited when they, if they have been looking for a XXL size stamper that actually has like superior pickup without the issue of air bubbles or the need to roll. You can just press straight down with these bad boys and they pick up everything. I love them so freaking much. And then for people who really love the rectangular stampers, got you covered. And then the XXLs, and these happen to be, here's the best part, here's what makes me the happiest. These happen to be I believe this size stamper retails for $6 or $6.50 on the Chelle site, and then this one's a little bit cheaper. I'll put the prices below for each of the sizes, so you can see it. And I'll put them in the video floating around here. But these are some of the cheapest stampers that you can get with the highest quality that I've ever seen of these size stampers, period. They're excellent. And if any of you have the new MoU London stampers, either their sticky marshmallow or their new XXL or rectangular, they are all exactly the same as this stamper, and that means you can save yourself some serious moolah because the MoU London stampers are very expensive. I think this set, just the two translucent heads and the holder with the scraper from MoU London, is 15 GBP, which is very, very expensive when you convert it over to USD. So you definitely get yourself a savings, which I gotta tell ya, I'm loving. So yeah, this is the Chelle stamper. I'm just going to very quickly, I'm not going to really do a comparison of the rectangular stamper to other rectangulars, because I don't actually have that many of the rectangular stampers. I have one squishy firm and a super hard, and then the super hard is the rubber one. So, but what I'm going to do for you guys is show you, and it honestly doesn't matter whether it's the semi-opaque or the white. They're all the same level of stickiness. I'm going to show you, we'll do the paper test so you can see that they're actually true marshmallows, and then we can compare them to other stampers in my collection, and then that will pretty much be that. Okay, so now I'm going to do the paper test with a few of the stampers just to show that they are true marshmallows. They pick up the paper really well. Mind you, all of these are, I haven't done anything to them. These are not stampers that I would ever prime, and by that I mean I would not use a sponge or a file on them. They don't need it, and if you do that, you're going to damage them. What I would do is pass them over with a swipe of a cotton ball soaked in acetone, and that should be enough to get off that initial layer. Like, see how this has a shine on it? That's from the manufacturer, like that coating. See it catching the light? So I actually haven't removed the shine from these yet, and you see how amazingly they're picking up. Like, they're very, very sticky. So here's the XXL, and you see it picks up the papers. All of these are true marshmallow stampers. I actually had to pull the paper off of this one. And then let's do the rectangle. I actually think the rectangular ones would benefit the most from a swipe with acetone. But still, see, they all have that shine. But they are all sticky. Let's see if I can see my finger sticking to them. And that holds true for all of them. And look at how soft and malleable this stamping head is. My finger just sinks right into it. And then same thing for the XL. It might be firmer than the double XL size, but still my finger sticks to it and sinks into it. This cap is one of my old caps from Fabernail. She doesn't make these anymore, but she has a new updated one. So now I'm just going to do a quick comparison of all these stampers to similar ones. Alright, so let's do some comparisons. I'm going to start with the XL size. I have it in the Fab Your Nails cap like I talked about, but this is the Chelle stamper. I swiped it with some acetone. I just want you guys to see how truly sticky and squishy and malleable this stamper is. It's amazing. And so this is Chelle stamper. I'm going to compare this now to the old Fab Your Nails stamper, which I do have in a holder, which you see is also very sticky and squishy. It's a bit firmer than Chelle's. And then this is my other ultimate. This is my old Winstonia store. See how sticky it is? It's still firmer than the Chelle stamper, but it's very sticky. And then, so those are my 3 marshmallows that I would compare them to: Chelle, Fab, and Winstonia store. And then I have one more that I've never shown on camera here. This is the my online shop. This is my other ultimate marshmallow. It's very, very soft. Very, very soft. Softer, I think, even than the Chelle stamper. Or maybe they're about the same, I don't know. Okay, and you see how this one's very prone to denting. Not as sticky, but incredibly soft. Ultimate marshmallow. Let's see if I can compare them. Maybe Chelle stamper and the most stamper. Chelle and the most. So Chelle's. They're the same. Amazing. Like I said, ultimate marshmallows are the Chelle stampers. And then here's the rectangular one, which pretty much has the same consistency, even though it's a clear pad. It might be a little bit firmer, and I mean it's ever so slightly. You see how sticky it is. Let's compare it to the old Winstonia. Yeah, all of them are marshmallow, but you see, quite squishy and sticky. And then let's share the ones that most people are dying to hear about. Would be the XXL, or the Creative Shop styled one. This one is very, very soft. I actually think it's softer. This is the Chelle leaf stamper again, than the XL formulation. Or it might just be because it's wider, it has less density, and so that's what makes it more readily deformable. So I'm going to do some comparisons to the Creative Shop, and then the GP stamper, the original colorway, which is a lot firmer, and then the neons, which are more Marshmallow 2.0. Okay, so on my right hand side, or I guess what would be right for you guys, would be the original Creative Shop stamper, and then here's Chelle stamper. And you see that they're both flat. They have that flat head, which I talked about before. When you have the flat head, there's more issues with air bubbles, but the Chelle stampers don't have that problem at all. You see her holder is a little bit smaller and narrower than the Creative Shop stamper. And then let's do the compression test. You already know this one's going to be so much softer. They're just two different stampers. Obviously the Creative Shop one has no stick, and minimal, I guess, minimal. The Chelle stamper is very sticky. This doesn't really have any at all. It's popping out. It's so sticky. They're both the same, about the same size, I think, in terms of density and thickness. You can just see again the stamper, it's very sticky. If I compare the Creative Shop, that's about as far as I can push it. It's not gonna deform as much. And that's with 2 fingers. I'm only pushing 3. I have to push with the Creative to get any squeezing. But this one just goes so sticky. Okay, and then alright, so let's do comparison now to the GP stamping neon colorway. I just did these last weekend for you guys. You see how the GP stamper is domed? This one's flat, just like the Creative Shop stamper. And squish factor, it's squishier. This one, like I said before last week, the GP stampers don't really have that marshmallowy. They're like slightly marshmallowy 2.0. They don't really have that same feel. They are about the same. I think that the holder again for the Chelle stamper is a little bit tinier. Only it's slightly. This one's popping too. I think that these are similar sizes. Yep. Look how it sticks to the other. Yeah, I think they're similar sized. They're both very malleable. This is what I mean by the GP stamper being a step up in my estimation from the Creative Shop, seeing as how it's a softer, so it has a bit more give. And then this one's even a step further, being soft and super sticky. Let's compare it to the original colorway GP stamper, which is quite firm. It's as firm, I think, as the original CS stampers. So let's push, and you see Chelle's is obviously softer, stickier. This really doesn't have any stick. Much firmer than the neon colorway, although still soft. I do think this is actually softer than the Creative Shop one, the original colorway. So that's the comparison. And in case you're wondering whether it's just the white that's like this, the semi-opaque, clearish, off clear is also that same soft and sticky. This is Chelle's. Remember, she makes the 2 colorways, the white and the clear. They're both that same soft and stickiness. So this is really it. I think you've seen the comparisons, and if you go to the blog, I'm going to have up swatches of the stampers, or how they stamp as well. They stamp beautifully. All of the formulations, from the rectangular to the CS shaped and on, they all stamp beautifully, and they're just really amazing. I'm so happy that finally we have a larger marshmallow, and we have a supply of marshmallow rectangles, which I know quite a lot of women like. I'm excited about the XL myself, and the XXL. Right now my nails are pretty short, but as they grow back out, this is going to be an invaluable tool. Actually, if anyone watched my 4th of July tutorial, this was the stamper that I was using for that. It's an amazing stamper, just gorgeous stamping. Picks up everything perfectly, beautifully all the time. Even with the flat head, without any air bubbles. I would warn you, again, this is not a stamper to be primed. Don't put abrasive forces on it. It will tear up because it's so soft. It would just be a huge mistake. Just swipe it with acetone. I can promise you times 10,000% that if you swipe this with acetone, your stamper will not dissolve. Nothing bad will happen to your stamper. I actually have a video review coming soon to talk about some of the myths associated with these silicone heads and acetone. But basically, all of my stampers, I have been using acetone on them for years. My most stamper, or my Fab Your Nails, looks as beautiful now as it did when I got it, and I use acetone on it all the time. Same is true for my most all of them. I've always used acetone, and they're perfect. So swipe it with a cotton ball of acetone to get rid of the shine, and it'll be good to go. They are quite sticky, but I do think removing the shine helps just get the pickup like absolutely perfect. I just love sinking my finger into the softness of the stamper. So in the info box below, I'm going to put the links for where to purchase this and the link to the blog post if you want to check out swatches. This is the cheapest of this size stamper I've seen anywhere on the market. I really think you should give it a go if you haven't tried it. You'll be surprised, and I think you'll actually end up really loving this product. I'm super excited and happy about it. The XXL size does come with a holder, but the other ones you're going to have a holder for them. This holder I use from another rectangular one, and then I told you these are my old Fabio Nails caps. I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Please comment below if you've used them before, or any issues or other things that you might like to see. And don't forget to check out the blog posts. Also, don't forget to rate, give this a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe. I'm going to have a lot more reviews coming up soon. There's other stampers on the market that for sure I'm going to be reviewing, along with plates and more tutorials. So you don't want to miss them, so definitely subscribe. And I want to say thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And that's it. Alright,